Well, Peggy, Nash, the NDP has launched its Real Things for Real People alternative budget campaign today. Let's start with you. It includes more spending on infrastructure and pension programs and healthcare for vets and jobs for youth. You guys are spending money like it's going out of style. How would the NDP pay for all of these investments? Conservatives say $56 billion. What do you say? Are they wrong?
Well, they're pulling a number out of thin air. But what we would do is just switch the priorities. Budgets are about choices. So, you know, fighter jets that would cost $40 billion, maybe we would reallocate some of that money into the priorities that people need on a daily basis, like getting rid of gridlock and congestion in our major cities, replacing crumbling roads and bridges across this country. For goodness sakes, we've got a deficit of infrastructure, and not investing in infrastructure costs us, according to the boards of trade and chambers of commerce, costs us about $10 billion a year.
Okay,
so it's not a question of if we can,
it's
a question of what we do.
With respect, you're quite ready to put a figure on that. But if you're not prepared to put a figure on your alternative budget, why should we take it seriously?
Well, because, Terry, it's not an alternative budget. But let me just say this. You know, what we're calling for is a continuation of the gas tax, for example, and we would add another penny to the gas tax transfer to municipalities. That would cost, and we cost it out every time we have a platform in an election campaign, that would be about $400 million. But, you know, these are infrastructure investments that, I mean, what we're calling for is that these will go out over 15 to 20 years. These aren't expenses that you would totally pay for tomorrow. These are long-term investments. In fact, what we're saying is that for the government to just make a short-term investment doesn't give any kind of assurance or planning ability to the province and municipalities. The federal government has to work with them, lay out a long-term plan. All three governments have to put into this, and Canada needs to show our commitment over the long term.
All right, let's